everyone. This is David Felix Harris, author of Surviving the Auto Insurance Game, which can be found at autoinsurancegame.com. This is the most informative book ever written on auto insurance. And right now, we're going to do a video dealing with the full coverage aspect of auto insurance. If you missed the last video, we talked about the 3 C's of auto insurance: coverage, cost, and claims, taking you from crash to cash. Right now, we're going to talk about coverage. Why are we talking about coverage first? Because coverage is the foundation of your auto insurance. The reason you're paying this money is because you want to make sure you have the right coverage, just in case you get in an accident, that you and your family, your friends, everybody is properly covered. Or if you have a claim, that the claim will come out in your favor. All right, so let's start right here. When you look at what we call a typical full coverage automobile policy, not full tort, because sometimes people get that confused between full coverage and full tort. Full coverage talks about the automobile insurance policy itself. Full tort deals with your right to sue, and we're going to do another video on that you can see later on. So right now, let's go back to the full coverage. First thing is bodily injury, and we have these limits here. The limits I'm using here are $25,000/$50,000. In some states, it's the minimum required that you need for insurance. In some states, $25,000, $50,000 is the minimum. But basically what we're doing by showing you the whole aspect of what full coverage looks like, just to give you an idea. Now, if you want to pause the tape and go take a look, pull out your own policy, that'd be a good idea. But basically, we're going to break this down also into different areas. We're going to do another video on these 3 right here: bodily injury, property damage, medical payments. We're also going to do another video on what we call first-party benefits, which is medical payments, income loss, uninsured motorists. Then we're going to do another one about the physical damage of covering your car, which we're going to cover collision, comprehensive, car rental, and road service and towing. So right now, I'm just going to summarize the aspects of a full coverage policy. Bodily injury, that's if you hit somebody's car. You're you hit a third party. In that situation, if they want to sue you for pain and suffering, $25,000 if it's one person in the vehicle, $50,000 if there's more than one person. Let's take, for example, 5 people in the car, everybody would get $10,000, okay? Property damage, suppose you hit somebody's car. That's used to fix their car, or you could run into a building, you can run into a guardrail, any particular type of physical item. And what the company would do, your company would pay up to $25,000 to make those repairs. Medical payments, that's for anybody in your car, what we call first party, you, your family, your friends, anybody traveling your car. If there's an accident, it doesn't matter who's at fault. Medical payments, what we call like a no fault. The company's going to pay regardless your fault or somebody else. That everybody in your vehicle will get $5,000 a piece. Now that could be for therapy, emergency room, what have you. $5,000 for each person. 5 people in the car, everybody gets $5,000 a piece. Then we have income loss. Income loss is like having your own little disability accident policy within your own policy. And I've seen so many declaration pages and policies that this is not even in there. But we're going to talk more about this. The $1,000/$5,000 means you can get up to $1,000 a month for a maximum of $5,000 for the year. Under that, we have uninsured motorist coverage. What does that mean? If somebody hits you without insurance, that's why they call it uninsured motorist. That's for you and people in your car. $25,000 for one person, $50,000 if it's more than one. Same thing like we did up here. We take the $50,000 and we divide it amongst how many people are in the vehicle. Okay, $25,000 for one person. Like I said, if it was 2 people in the car, each person would get $25,000 for a total of $50,000. Underinsured motorist coverage. Underinsured motorist coverage, the person that hit you, they had insurance, but your injuries and the people in your car, the injury was so extensive that their bodily injury did not cover. So what happens is your company will kick in an additional $25,000 to $50,000 for your medical bills and lost wages. And that's why they call it under. The person, don't forget, the person who hit you, they had it, but just wasn't enough. Now we come into the physical aspect of your policy, collision coverage. You run into something, something hits you. The insurance company will pay, your insurance company will pay to have your car repaired minus a $500 deductible. What's the deductible? Hypothetically, suppose the repairs were $5,000. Your company would subtract $500 from that and give you a check for $4,500 to make the repairs. Comprehensive coverage, also known as other than collision, OTC. Other than collision or comprehensive, that's something else, like your car gets caught in a flood, a tree fall on it, some type of vandalism, your car catch on fire. Here we go again, the company would cut you a check, let's say for $5,000 minus the deductible of $500, you would get a check for $4,500. Now we have car rental. You're in an accident, collision happens, comprehensive happens. So your insurance company will give you $50 a day for up to 30 days for you to rent a car in order for you can still get around while your car is being repaired. Road service and towing. Road service is like, let's say, a AAA plan. You need towing, you need gas, you have a flat tire. The insurance company will send somebody out to provide those services for you. Some policies don't have road service, they just have towing, which means you're in an accident of comprehensive or collision, and they will pay, let's say, for a tow truck to come and take your vehicle to your house or to a repair shop. So that's a summary of what we call full coverage. On the next videos, we're going to break down full coverage into more sections. Like we talked about before, it's a lot of information when it comes to auto insurance. And I said before, it's like eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the full coverage and do one bite at a time and break it down. So thank you very much. Don't forget, go to autoinsurancegame.com, get that book, Surviving the Auto Insurance Game, and cannot wait for you to see the next video. Thank you very much.